Hey, 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 everybody, and welcome to my holiday health series. I am Andrea Johnson, aka Coach Drea, and I am the CEO, founder of Temple Training. We are here to help Christ centered women lose weight so that they can break free from yo yo dieting and show up as their best self, honoring not only their health but their faith as well. I decided to do this health series on the holidays because I know that it is a hot topic for quite a few people. They want to be able to show up as their best self, right? They want to not lose their gains that they have acquired over the year, and they want to walk into the new year January 2025, feeling their best. And so I thought that this would be a great series just to educate people, encourage people, and give them a few tools to help them to do just that. I am here to serve you in whatever capacity that I can. And I'm going to be fooling with some slides and things like that. So bear with me. Okay, the series, like I said, itself is called Thriving Through the Holidays. And last week, we were able to talk about staying energized while you thrive through the holidays. If you are interested in that, I think I posted it actually to the YouTube channel. And I can drop that link in the inbox if you so need it. This week, however, we are talking about enjoying the holidays without losing progress, balancing that guilt free enjoyment of the holidays. I'm so excited about this one. So, my goal for today is to equip you with practical tools and a mindset shift so you can go through the holiday season with balance and enjoyment and keep those gains that you have acquired over the years. So by the end, you'll have some strategies that you can implement right now. And I have a special worksheet for those that would like. It's just like a little journal prompting, some key points that we cover on today so that you will have a nice reminder of what I covered. Okay. So I'm going to jump right in. Our first kind of topic is going to be mindful eating techniques for holiday meals. The holidays are really filled with some really good foods. I mean, some of us, I'm talking about myself, really enjoy this time of year. One, spending time with family, and then two, of course, all of the delicious things that you get to consume while you are creating memories and spending time with your family. So the holidays are filled with these delicious foods, but the key is not avoiding these foods altogether, but really learning how to enjoy them and how to enjoy them mindfully. And I know that word or that verb is really pushed around a lot these days, doing things mindfully, but what it really means is just slowing down. And so that is my tip number one under just really trying to implement some mindful eating techniques for the holiday is to slow down and savor your food. I have so many clients that I see, and some of them work through habits, transforming their habits so that they better align with their wellness goals. And some of them do things like tracking macros. Those that work through habits, one of the habits that we work through is just slowing down, not eating your food over the sink, actually setting down to your plate of food, paying attention to what you are consuming and not necessarily paying attention to your phone or the radio or the television, but actually being in the moment. And that's what it is. One of the best ways to fully enjoy your meal is by slowing down, taking small bites, enjoying each bite, savoring the flavors. Just by eating slowly, you allow your body to recognize its fullness cues. It takes about 20 minutes for this to happen, for your brain gut connection to start talking to each other to let you know that you are full. So sometimes we wolf down our food so fast that we don't even get to taste it or allow our bodies to do what it does naturally. And you can most certainly start progressing towards your health and wellness goals, especially if it's a weight loss goal, by eating mindfully. So that's tip one there under mindful eating techniques, is just to slow down and savor your food. Tip two there is going to be check in with your hunger levels before you go back for a second plate. Which I know because the food can be so delicious, but here's an opportunity for you to assess your hunger, asking yourself, are you really hungry? Or are you eating out of habit or something else? This small check in with yourself will help you to enjoy the food without overindulging. And then that's the case. Like a lot of people come out of the other side of these holidays thinking, oh, I've consumed too much, right? Even the day of, they're like, oh, I consumed too much. So checking in with your hunger levels, again, giving yourself some time to have that brain body connection. All right, moving on to our second tip of the day is going to be strategies for indulging or managing your indulgences without derailing your progress. So, here it is, right? The goal isn't to be overly restrictive in this moment. I will not eat dessert for the whole holiday season, right? We'll get into this later, but is that really realistic anyway, right? So the best thing to do is to find balance that lets you enjoy your treats without the guilt. So here is my tip for strategies of managing your indulgences. The first one is to choose your favorites. Instead of trying to have a little bit of everything, focus on your absolute favorites. Like these things only come around for the holidays, so I'm going to enjoy this thing. It is totally worth it. By choosing your favorite treats, the ones that you really want, you get to enjoy them fully, okay? Without feeling overwhelmed, without that guilt setting in, and without getting overly full. So choose your favorites. Also, another strategy for managing your indulgences is balancing those indulgences with a lighter choice. Okay. So, all that means is just pairing your indulgent food with a nutrient rich choice as well. So, for example, enjoy your desserts, but also make sure that your plate has an adequate amount of protein and fiber rich vegetables present as well. Don't skip the veggies. Make sure that you're getting these in. And truth be told, when you indulge in fiber, rich fruits and vegetables, and protein, this helps you to feel a little full. You can still enjoy your indulgences, but you probably will not over consume when you add all of those other things on your plate as well. Yay! All right, let's keep it trucking. The next one is to manage that all or nothing thinking and build some resilience. One of the biggest mindset traps around the holidays is that all or nothing thinking and the idea that you are either totally on track or completely off the rails. Like, I'm just going to hit the give up button until January something, right? And so, what if we really take a look at the scope of the rest of the year, right? We're looking at like 6 weeks, okay? So, we're looking at like over 40 days here. If we really identify the amount of meals that we are going to consume over the next 40 days versus the amount of meals that are actually Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, even the day after Thanksgiving dinner, the percentage of those meals is not that big, right? So if we use the thought process, kind of like reframing our thoughts around managing our meals around this time, we can think of each meal that we truly do gather together as an opportunity to make choices that feel good in the moment and align with your long-term goals. Like a single meal is not going to make or break the situation. But shifting away from perfectionism will help you to build the resilience and keep progress in the forefront of your mind at all times. So allow yourself those meals, right? But all these other meals that are going to be consumed over the next 6 weeks, try to dial in just a little bit more, just reframing that thinking. We're not releasing the reins for the duration of the year, but we are keeping our progress in mind. All right. So, next up, we have realistic goal setting for the holidays season. setting realistic goals. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Like the thought process of saying, I am going to not consume desserts for the duration of the year, right? You know, you have a favorite dessert. And I'm using that as an example because I know I have a favorite dessert, right? There is something on my list that I am going to consume through the holiday season. But setting realistic, meaningful goals is essential to staying consistent without the pressure, okay? Instead of saying I won't have desserts at holiday parties, try thinking of it from like creating maximums and minimums. This is what I encourage my clients to do when you're going into those settings. I'll use alcohol as an example because this is something that does come up during the holidays. Creating that intention of setting a minimum going into the event. When I go to this event, I'm only consuming one. And that way you are enjoying the holidays, you're enjoying the event without the guilt and pressure that comes with it because you've already set your intention. So, one way to set realistic goals for the holidays is to set daily intentions or those social intentions, right? Those maximums and minimums. Intentions are flexible yet purposeful. So helping you balance it again without the added stress, okay? You may meet the intention and you may not, but at least you're trying to set yourself up for success. And that brings me to my second point under setting realistic goals for the holidays, and that is celebrating every win. So if you go into these social settings and you stick to your intentions, celebrate yourself, right? If you go into these situations and you've set the goal to have one dessert and you do that, celebrate yourself, right? Recognize and celebrate every win, large or small, whether it's savoring your dessert, eating that dessert mindfully, or choosing to skip that extra serving, allowing yourself that time to connect that brain body connection to let yourself know you're full, whatever that is. Every win deserves to be celebrated. So make sure you are acknowledging the things that you are doing because I promise you, if you do not acknowledge the things that you are doing well, the actions that you might be taking that aren't necessarily aligned with your goals, they will speak so much louder. So celebrate every single win. All right, that is all that I have for you in this session, which we were talking about enjoying the holidays without losing your progress, tips and tricks for that. And I do, like I said, have a cheat sheet worksheet. So if you're interested in that, just let me know. I can drop that in your inbox. My hope is that these tips give you a fresh, balanced perspective as you enjoy the season. It's all about enjoyment. We are creating memories. I always tell my clients that when you look back on the holiday season for 2024, you're not going to remember that you skipped dessert. You're not going to remember that you indulge too much in dessert. What you are going to remember is the time that you spent with your loved one. So put that at the forefront of your mind and use these other tips so that you, on the other side, just feel more confident and in control. I think that that is the best way to go into the season. To help you put these tips in action, I said that I've created this indulgence without guilt worksheet. And if you're interested, I can drop that into your inbox. Again, I thank you guys so much for coming, watching. If you feel like you know someone that could benefit from these tips, please, please, please like and share. That's how I get the word out so people can flow through the holidays, just enjoying them. I truly believe that it is possible without losing the progress that they have made throughout the year. Stay tuned for our next video where we'll dive into even more ways to stay on track during the holidays. And I look forward to seeing you then. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.